Just in time for Tony Sunday, the tale of an actress who never expected to see her name in lights. Jamie Wax has her story.
Want to see what might be the best story on Broadway this year? Well, guess what? You're looking right at her.
Is there a part of you that still can't quite believe it's real?
A part of me? No, all of me.
Talk about living the dream. Lauren Ridloff, who is deaf, was a stay-at-home mom with no professional theater experience ever.
But my brain understands a lot, and my eyes are my ears.
That all changed when she was plucked from obscurity to become the star of Children of a Lesser God in the revival of the groundbreaking play.
You can understand what it means to me.
How unusual is the story of Lauren Ridloff in this business?
Oh, she's a one of one.
In the show, Ridloff is a cleaning woman at a school for the deaf who falls in love with a teacher who can hear, played by Joshua Jackson.
She is a totally unique woman, person, mother, and now actor.
Ridloff was born deaf to hearing parents. As a child, she worked on using her voice to speak, but spending time at a camp with kids and counselors who communicated only with sign language led to an awakening, as the 40-year-old told us through her interpreter, Candace Broker-Penn.
For the first time, I never had to use my voice to communicate clearly with anyone. And I realized I could speak without thinking so much about how to say what I had to say. And when I got back home, I told my family. In a sense, I came out to my family. I said, I'm not going to use my voice anymore. And my family accepted that and accepted who I was.
Does this feel like a dream? Yes? It's a wonderful dream. I bet.
Her leap from unknown to star has become Broadway lore. She left her job as a kindergarten teacher to raise her children. That's when a friend said the director of the play, Tony Award winner Kenny Leon, was looking for someone to help him learn about deaf culture.
I walk into this coffee bar in Brooklyn, and there is Lauren standing in the center of the room, and she's like, I was like, me? And of course, that was our first lesson.
I wanted to meet him in places where he could see how I interacted with other people out in the world. And one day out of the blue, he reached out to me and asked me to meet with a casting director. And I never once thought about me. I thought that he was looking for a white woman, not a woman of color, not a woman who's a mother of 2 young boys. That thought never entered my head.
I had one half of the love story. I got Joshua Jackson, and I'm thinking, like, who should I put opposite him? And it just hit me. She can do this.
She got the part, winning over critics, and especially Jackson, her co-star, who you may also know from Showtime's The Affair.
Summer people, God bless them. I have never had a more intensely bonded work relationship in my life.
You can do whatever you want to do.
I can't voice ahead of her signs because the emotions of my voice and her hands won't match. If she's feeling something different, I have to be tuned into, watching what she's doing so that I'm giving a proper representation to the audience. That is difficult.
Children of a Lesser God explores what it means to be deaf in a world of sound. The role of Sarah was originated by Phyllis Freelick, who won the Tony in 1980.
You have more than enough communication skills. I don't. They never did.
In 1987, Marlee Matlin took home an Oscar for the film version.
I feel honored to be a part of that history.
Her new calling is intense, which is why she goes running in Central Park in between shows.
It's my therapy. It's my way of resetting myself.
Ridloff lives in Brooklyn with her husband, Douglas, an artist. He is also deaf, as are their 2 children.
Of all the things you're proud of about your wife, what stands out the most to you?
I am the most proud to be her husband. I am proud that we've been together, that we support each other. So I'm lucky to have her on my side.
Although the show ended last month, Lauren Ridloff is up for a Tony Award tonight for Best Actress in a Play. She also has an agent and a manager, with hopes that this is just the beginning.
I feel like I've discovered my passion doing this.
What Lauren has to offer the world is everything. What what she has contained inside of her is something beautiful.
The world just has to see her and hear her.
So tonight, at the Tonys, Ridloff and her husband will be in the audience, awaiting the next chapter in what has already been a fairy tale story.
I feel so proud to have this platform to talk about things that are happening right now in deaf people's lives.